Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new ground branch update. It's Intel Update 002. Keep them coming. Alright guys, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and dive into this update, go ahead and read everything in it, and then afterwards maybe give you guys my thoughts on it. Alright, so first things first, a new build update is scheduled for this upcoming week, and they're going to be giving us some of their highlights. So, we've upgraded from Unreal Engine 4.18.2 to 4.20.2. Along with numerous bug fixes and underlying improvements, this will give us access to a new networking feature that will help with online play. So, that's already a really interesting update as they're going to be upgrading their Unreal Engine. So, let's go on here. So, they finally fixed the scope glitch. They say, "We've finally pinpointed what was causing the scope glitch, which seemed to restrict the NVIDIA 10 series GPU users. No more weird squares popping into view when aiming down magnified sights." Alright, next section is called AI Suppression. Alright, they say our resident bot master Phil had worked some new suppression code into the AI programming that makes enemies capable of sensing incoming fire from distances and locations where they can't see the attacking player. They will now take cover and return fire in more contexts, and their reaction is partly mitigated by how much suppression fire players will put on them. These new suppression settings will also be accessible and editable via the AI settings.ini file. Alright, next section is called Controls and Key Bindings. The control screen has been reworked to be more intuitive and accessible. More bindings are now exposed and editable. Some were given their own independent key, and others were rearranged for future features. For instance, tapping reload will now result in a tactical/retention reload, while double tapping will perform a speed reload. Holding reload is being reserved for an upcoming menu that will allow players to do a magazine check, along with other related actions. We'll keep updating control schemes and making them increasingly more configurable as we go. And the last section is called Earlier This Week AI Squad Commands. Those who follow our Twitter got a sneak peek of Phil's work on the squad AI commands. Door stacking and room clearing, anyone? Phil will be making a little demo video of those interested in the tech side of AI programming, and that will be posted in our social media channels sometime in the upcoming week. Follow us and don't miss it. And that's all for today. Stay tuned, and as always, thank you for your continued support. Alright guys, and that's the entirety of the update. I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts and impressions on it, and yeah, let's go. So right off the bat, we have an Unreal Engine update, so that's good. I don't really understand everything that is going to fix, but they say it's going to fix bug fixes and has underlying improvements and better networking features. So hopefully that is all, you know, fine and dandy and works out alright. I mean, I don't see any kind of way that could go wrong, unless there's some sort of weird bugs that crop up from that. But honestly, I highly doubt anything like that's going to happen. They've also fixed that scope glitch, which is great. Not really much to say on that, I'm just happy they fixed it for you guys who are experiencing it. The AI suppression system does have me a bit concerned, but also very interested, because I like the idea of having a suppression fire mechanic where the enemies might not necessarily know where you are, but might have kind of an idea where you are, and they'll return fire promptly. It does kind of suck in the game when the enemies can see you through like trees and obstacles and they get direct hits on you, and I think a system like this where they're really far away from you but they know you're firing at them and then they fire back in your general area where it could hit you but it always doesn't hit you, I really do think that would be a nice mechanic. I think the bots in Rainbow Six Raven Shield do a similar thing where if they know they're being fired on, they typically start just unloading their magazine out in towards your general area, so if you get caught out in the open they might hit you, but if you're behind cover you're going to be okay. Also, we have the changes to the controls and keybinds, which is always good. I know a lot of people's #1 issue with this game is the control scheme, and I understand, but I think it's not that bad once you get used to it, but it can be a little bit of an obstacle when you first start playing the game. So I do like that they've added a different kind of reloading mechanic here. We have the tap reloads, which will now result in a tactical/retention reload, while double tapping will perform the speed reload. And now holding reload will be reserved for that upcoming mag check. And I really do like this because having been playing Insurgency, we have the ability to do most of those things in that game and it feels really good, so having it in Ground Branch will be great. Really, the only advice I have to give to the Ground Branch devs on this is just maybe do what they did in Insurgency. Make it where your character just kind of like pats their chest, because that's where you're holding all of your magazines at on your vest. and then show up on maybe the bottom left for a few seconds a picture of all the magazines with how much ammo's in them, or if that seems a little bit too unrealistic, maybe just do whatever the next upcoming magazine is in the corner. Heck, you could even base it on weight values. Like maybe it just feels heavier, maybe it feels lighter, stuff like that. And lastly, they have the upcoming AI squad commands, and just holy shit, because, look, I like playing Ground Branch solo. I like playing in co-op as well, but sometimes I like to just go on there and run a terrorist hunt mission really fast and get really good at, you know, taking corners and doing all those kind of things. And having a squad with me would be really cool in that scenario. To be honest, I was a little bit worried about how the AI would function, but I'm starting to have more and more hope that it's going to turn out just fine, because their bot programmer is kind of badass. Or at least based on the work I see above in the picture. It might take a little bit of time for this AI to be fully refined and polished and everything, but if we could see a basic implementation soon, I would be very excited. Alright everybody, so that's pretty much it for update number 2 on Ground Branch. Let me know if you guys have anything you'd like to see in upcoming updates, and I'll keep you guys posted on new updates as they come out. So again, thank you very, very much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay frosty out there.